Hey team, it's Ange here in the Lit Leaders group. Happy Friday, we made it, right? I just want to come to you guys with a quick message for you to think about over the weekend. And that's if you have finished this week feeling like you've been fighting fires, that you're stuck in the churn, the operational day-to-day administrivia, that you've been chasing your tail, that you haven't really got done what you needed to get done, or any of those feelings of exhaustion, overwhelm, stress, burnout, that kind of thing. I've got a question for you to consider, and that is, how much have you been enabling your team this week? And by that, I mean, let's say your job as the leader is to bring 100%, right? Agreed? I'm sure you bring that and more. And the job of your team is to bring 100%. And when that happens, you meet in the middle and you kick goals together, you make progress, great things happen. You bring 100%, they bring 100%. Question for you guys. If you've been enabling your team, and I mean that in a not so good way, I'm wondering how many of you have been bringing 110, 120, 150% for your team this week, which actually enables them, allows them to bring, 80%, 70%, 50%. How much are they bringing? Because you're rescuing, you're enabling, you're bringing some of their share. How much have you been doing that this week? That's an exhausting thing for you, and it creates an environment of codependence at work. It's unhealthy, right? So by that, I mean, you get to feel, well, whatever floats your boat about bringing, say, 150% for your team, you get to feel like you've been extra helpful, supportive, connected, important, like you're rescuing some technical stuff that was hard, and all of that feels good and important. What it means for your team, what they get out of it, is that they can rely on you for doing hard things, and that they never have to experience the discomfort of learning and growth that comes with tackling those harder things, because you're always bringing 150% to rescue them. Does this make sense? I'm wondering if you've been doing that for your team this week. Are there things that you're doing that is actually the job of your team, but is maybe, you're doubting their capability, or it's a bit complex or hard, and you're rescuing them from that challenge? And therefore you're bringing the 150% and they might be bringing 50% to that part of their role. Where have you been doing that this week? That's something for you to consider. And also start to consider the alternatives, which is not necessarily withdrawing your contribution and letting them fall over. It's pulling back to your 100%, getting focused on that, which means developing your team so that they know how to do those harder things, and so that they're working smarter, they're working with all of their capacity. Okay. Hope that makes sense to you guys. Where have you been enabling your team to bring less than their 100% this week? And maybe where you've been bringing more. It's tiring. Stop it. All right. Have a fantastic weekend. I hope that's been helpful. Bye-bye.